Caboose unveiled, the historic place he's making his debut as a woman. And the Duggars are breaking their silence about the scandal that's rocking reality TV. Day, graduations, and weddings, we're bringing the sunshine by partnering with vendors to offer up to 76% off the greatest gifts on Must-Have Monday. This is The View with Whoopi, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez, and today Raven-Symoné and Joy Behar hit the co-host chairs. It all starts now.
Welcome back to the live view, y'all. Welcome back to the view. That's right. As I said, we are live. How was everybody's time? No, you were at the theater last night.
I went to go see Miss Rosie Perez and her play, Fish in the Dark.
Ah.
Absolutely amazing play. I thought it was genius, well-written, well-directed. Everything came together. I met Larry David. He's awesome, really sexy. I understand it. And then we had lunch and dinner, and we had like a nice little bonding moment.
We did.
Yeah.
And Larry David fanned out on her.
I'm not surprised.
He was like, oh my God, I watched you. And she went, you did? Then my daughters loved you. They grew up with you. And so that was really nice of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where were you?
Moi?
Yeah.
I was home in bed.
With anyone?
Steve,
Later in the rundown.
That's good.
Wow.
And you were in Pensacola. You were
I
in
was
Florida?
on Florida's Gulf Coast
Yes.
with a lot of like-minded people.
Yes.
I loved everyone I met in the Gulf Coast.
You mean Republicans?
Yeah.
Okay. Republicans, right? Okay.
People like me.
Except that, what did you discover?
Well, they love the view. They really love the view. They love you and you and you.
And why?
Well, you know, what people said to me, and no one recognized me, because I think I have a picture from my vacation. I had on glasses and a baseball hat, and they recognized my son, Liam.
Because he's free now.
That was us.
Well, you're so cute.
So,
You could be anyone.
I could be any mom, right? They love the conversations that we're having. They love the mix. They love that we disagree. We all disagree.
So
you
you
all
noticed
disagree
she
with
went,
me.
we.
And then I saw you, and but you know, but they love that we do it, and I think people know that we all love each other afterward, and that we go to break and we are not still fighting about politics.
Yeah,
No.
it's kind of great.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing about this show. It's just amazing. I went down and did a lot of stuff in Berkeley, went up
know
and
you
did
did.
stuff in Berkeley.
How awesome is Berkeley, though? 'Cause I know
Berkeley,
your
I'm
stuff
telling
wasn't
you,
fun, but-
I went to... Okay, I'm a hot dog freak. I'm proud of it. But there's a hot dog joint up there called Top Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you,
How
I
many?
put on
What'd you get on your hot dog?
40. 40 hot dogs. Yeah, I'm not lying. I had, over the whole week, at least 40 hot dogs.
What did you put on
And
your
there's a
dog?
line outside at 2 in the morning.
yeah.
I mean, it's where everybody goes
That's
at the
where it
end
was.
of the evening.
That's the time I was there, 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm like, I need something to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where to go. And I
delicious.
walked over. Nobody bothered me. Of course, I had my little bat, but nobody bothered me.
Taser or a bat?
No, bat.
Oh, a bag. I'm sorry.
No, B-A-T.
B-A-T.
Oh, a bat.
Yeah, mini bat. Bat.
Aluminum?
No wood.
Wood, yeah.
I like a little wood bat. You know, because it's very clear. It's very clear.
Very clear.
It's right here, and people come up and you go, how you doing? And I oddly, no one bothered me. But I tell you, I did hear some amazing things, I'm sure, as you did too. You know, it's been reported that Bruce Jenner is going to make his debut as a female on the cover of Vanity Fair magazine in a photo shoot by the amazing Annie Leibovitz. And so, I guess one of the things he wanted to do was say, I want to change the way America looks at sexuality. Good idea, bad idea? What do you think?
I think it's a great idea. And I think that, you know, when he stated that he was a Republican, and Diane Sawyer was very shocked, and he goes, why should you be shocked? And I think that there's a lot of people who have open minds in both parties, and the biggest evidence of this, to me, recently is Mary Gonzalez is a member of the Texas House of Representatives, newly elected, and she is the first openly pansexual legislator. And I had no idea.
Pansexual is omnisexual. It means you'll date.
Explaining.
It means every sex, every gender, every sexual orientation. I love the human that you are, and not necessarily what you're going through. And I think that it's wonderful that Kris Jenner is doing this, but I also think it's wonderful that we have shows. Bruce, you're right. Well, we'll figure that out later.
What's her name?
Her name, Kris.
Oh.
I don't really watch the show. Anyway.
No, she was saying Kris Jenner instead of Bruce Jenner, but Mary.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Let's not forget Transparent on Amazon, and Frankie and Alice, and so many other shows and people in the industry and outside of the industry that give more and more doors to be open for that community. I think it's fabulous.
Yes, I think what Rosie's talking about is sort of getting to where the resistance might be, and that to me is why it's more powerful. This is an openly omnisexual, pansexual.
In other words, a pansexual will do it with anyone. In other words, another name for a man.
Oh.
Now do you get it?
Light bulb.
Okay. Anybody and anything.
But she's a Democrat.
A Republican.
She's a Republican.
Isn't she?
Oh, that's the thing that's interesting.
I thought she was a Republican too, but they just told me she was a Democrat in my ear.
Well, you know what? She's pan-political.
She's pan-political.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. If you make sense to me, I may vote for you.
But
that's how I am.
It's good if she's a Republican, because it sort of helps their image.
It just reminds everybody that it's people.
It's people, and this is in the state of Texas, and it's big news. It's big news. They did not care about her sexual orientation. They cared about where she stood on the issues, and she got elected.
It's about time.
There you go.
That would be good.
So, you know, it's interesting because people are starting to embrace that you never know who you're standing next to. And clearly this is the case, because stars of the Amazon series Transparent, Jeffrey Tambor and Bradley Woodford, won the Critics' Choice Award last night, along with some women that we adore.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Critics, thank you. Thank you for recognizing me. My hard work, I've been doing this for a minute, but you know, some people like to say I'm new to the game. I'll take that. That means I can relive my 20s again. Yeah. No.
Taraji.
Okay, I almost called you when I watched that, because when I said I'm in love with Cookie, you said, oh, I've known her forever. And then when she came here, she said, so I love that she sort of spoke right to that people are talking about her like she's new to the scene, but you've known her for...
She's been in listen, she's an actor that's been around for years and years and years, and people always knew her face. They didn't know her name. Well, honey, now you know her name.
Can I ask a question? Was the actress comedian Amy Schumer?
Yes,
she won.
Also.
Oh my gosh, I think this girl is one of the best female comedians, well, not female, comedians right now on television, and I cannot wait for her movie Trainwreck. Her new movie Trainwreck is coming out, and Amy, I am a fangirl. You are funny as hell.
My girlfriend Susie Essman was nominated. I just want to say,
yes, she was.
my best friend.
I think she won.
She was nominated. It's nice to be nominated.
They played a clip, and she was very funny.
And it's also nice when stuff shows up on the thing. But I guess to jump into another place, Megyn Kelly is going to be talking to the Duggars, which I found very interesting. And I'm wondering, if all of the politicians who really backed them are going to get behind this, because there's apparently one of the boy Duggars,
the oldest son,
Josh, when he was 14, they discovered that he had molested his sisters.
5 of them. 5 of the sisters.
And some other folks. Am I wrong with that, or is it just the sisters?
Well, no, I think it was more than the sisters.
Okay.
But he was only 14 years old.
He was 14 at the time.
Home.
And it was in his home. And some folks have taken them to task for not saying to the general public, A, this happened, and B, what people are saying, why didn't the police come and deal with it? But are we surprised that a parent would protect their child?
Well, I would do that. I always say this on television. No matter what my blood would do, I would defend her, because she's your child.
Protect her or defend her?
But your child hurting another child? I mean, that's what the bell is to me. And let me tell you, the first thing I would have done would have been to throw the reality cameras out of my house and say, I got to deal with some stuff.
Well, this was way before,
But the cameras have been in their house since. I mean, this is...
Do you know how expensive it is to raise these 14, 12, 13, 25?
They have 19 kids. They built their own house. And I'm sure that the way that they raised their children, they reprimanded him in a way.
Reprimanding is not going to do anything.
And did the 5 girls that were possibly molested get any help? I think this is bad news. And I think the fact that we hold up and celebrate these people that don't protect their own kids. It was one thing that we can... And I think it's smart that they're going to Megyn Kelly, and they're fools if they think that Megyn Kelly's going to go easy on them. Megyn Kelly is tough, and she's proving herself to put journalism ahead of any sort of politics. We have a fly in the studio.
See, I always feel that when children go bad like that, the parents are responsible to most of the responsibilities on the parents. I think that you have to deal with it. Take them to a shrink. Deal with it.
What about the 5 girls that
they have to be dealt with also, but to take them right to the police, that I would not do.
I think there was sexual suppression going on. You are being raised in a
not by the parents. They had a kid every year.
They did have... And you have that in front of your children, telling them you're not allowed to do certain things.
In front of their children, they're having sex all the time.
I know, but they're not letting their kids do it.
You know, my uterus must have graffiti on it. That's all I have to say. Oh, my God, don't come near me.
Go ahead, Rosie. Go ahead, Rosie.
He molested other siblings as a child. He was a minor himself?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allegedly. So this is a very serious issue, and I think that both he and his siblings are both victims, because when a child molests another child, studies have shown that they do it because that is, most of the time, not all of the time, is learned behavior.
Oh,
okay, and they are acting out. I did an episode about this on Law and Order SVU. And you know,
I believe that.
but it is the case. So it would be very interesting to figure out why. What was his motives to allegedly violate his siblings in that manner?
You mean, where was the role model?
Where was the role model, and where was the
Except, let us say right now, we are not saying... No. We are not accusing the parents. We're not saying... What Rosie is simply saying, that it is learned behavior.
9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10, it is learned behavior. So hold on to those emails and all that Twitter stuff, because we don't care. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
Nikki demands satisfaction, why she says men need to start bringing it in the bedroom. Next. Father's Day, graduations, and summer weddings are coming up fast. Do you know where your gifts are? Right here, because we partnered with vendors to offer up to 76% off the perfect present on Must Have Monday. Later.
You don't need to, baby. Hey, welcome back. You know, sad news this weekend. Beau Biden lost his battle of brain cancer, just 46 years old. And this is what his father, the Vice President, Joe Biden, said in a commencement speech just 2 weeks ago about getting through tragedy. Take a look.
My wife and 3 children were Christmas shopping. Tractor trailer broadsided it and killed my wife and killed my daughter. And they weren't sure that my sons would live. I not only got help, but by focusing on my sons, I found my redemption.
To be strong enough to give a speech at all, I don't know how he's doing it.
Well, he did. This was 2 weeks ago, but it's.
He knew he was going to die.
He knew. I mean, it's, you know.
Poor Joe.
You never want your children to go before you. You always want people to live out a long life, and he's the, you know, he's the one I'm looking to for strength.
Yeah.
You know, he's the one.
And you know, he's really incredibly strong when it comes to this type of thing.
And Washington is a town that's pretty corroded by partisan politics, but I have never, in 20 years of politics, heard anyone of either party say anything bad about the Bidens. I mean, they're universally respected. People disagree with them on policy, but I have never known anyone who didn't admire Joe Biden, not just for sort of his political career and everything he's accomplished, but his life. And he took a train home 2 hours to Delaware every night when he served in the Senate.
I ran into him on the train.
If you take the Acela, you have met Joe Biden. You've been on a train with him.
Yeah, and Bo was a rising star in the political world, and he was the front runner for the 2016 Delaware governor race.
He would have been president at some point.
He would have been president, and it's a great loss. And my heart goes out to the entire Biden family.
Hunter Biden is equally impressive.
Is he in politics?
I think they're all sort of drawn to public service. I think it's in their blood.
And it's a testament to Joe Biden as a father to just produce such wonderful children as well.
And Jill Biden, too. You know, because not easy to take on, you know, children that you didn't necessarily have, but they've done a magnificent job. And even as we're mourning, you know, thank God we had him for the amount of time we had him, you know. So our hearts are with you. So provisions of the controversial Patriot Act just expired because Rand Paul is doing his best to make sure it's gone for good. He said, no more. I don't want them collecting any more information about who's doing what to who when they're doing it. Is that a good idea? Is it a good idea to get rid of it?
Listen, here's one thing that I know. The Obama White House and the Republicans in the Senate don't agree on a whole lot of stuff. But they agree that we need to collect all this information so that if something bad happens, we know where to find these people. So I have comfort in the fact that the Obama administration has continued a lot of the anti-terror policies that the Bush administration put in place after 9/11. And I think that Rand Paul has to be careful. He put his Senate speech where he laid out the case against collecting the data in a fundraising ad. So he has to be careful that this is about deep-held beliefs and not about politics.
They need to get rid of the gun, the right to bear arms. That's what they need to get rid of, so they can stop being shooting on the streets for no reason.
Well, that's I think, and his own party, the Republican Party, is very angry at him for him, during his speech, he insinuated that there are people in his party wish that there was a catastrophe so they could justify the Patriot Act, and that was kind of hitting below the belt.
Oh, he might have made that up. You don't know, really. That's not true.
It is not true. It's not true.
Well, here's the thing. If you're not worried, you're on the phone with people, you're not doing anything wrong, let them listen and see what they're saying. They'll get more.
Well,
but they're monitoring. They're collecting and checking and looking at stuff. And I'm okay with that because I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I don't really like them listening. I'm ambivalent about it. On the one hand, I'm such a safety freak. I totally want us to be safe in this country, everywhere in the world.
Find the people. I don't care. At this point,
it doesn't eliminate when they're listening to all that chatter from ISIS and those terrorists, right? That doesn't get eliminated.
Well, how do we know? Now,
well, that needs to stay.
That's the essence of the argument. That you don't. That's a needle in a haystack, and you won't be able to find that if you don't collect everything. That's the argument for it.
And Rand, you know, I don't think people in your party feel like that because nobody wants the country to get attacked just to prove you wrong. You're not that deep, babe.
I don't want them knowing every little thing.
Listen, you can know everything you want to know about me. Yes, I smoke weed. Yes, I do things. Yes. But I tell you what I don't do. I'm not plotting against my country. And I want you to find the people who are plotting against our country because my feeling is if you don't like it here, leave. If you're not happy, go. And apparently leaving now.
What? There's nowhere to go. I've looked. There's nowhere to go.
Well, no, there is. You can go to a place where there are like-minded people who want to kill each other. Oh, see, you can go there, but right now, right here, people are trying to get their kids through school. They're trying to make a living. Why you want to come and mess with that? Why you want to mess with it? Stay where you are and leave us the hell alone. You don't like it, go home. We'll be right back with even more Hot Topics.
Is gorgeous George worried about the clock ticking? With Clooney's...
Topic worthy of the newspaper of record, the New York Times. Millennial women apparently are throwing out their thong underwear in favor of what they so disrespectfully call granny panties.
Yeah. I mean, there's some prettier granny panties than that. There's some beautiful granny panties.
You know what? Can they just get rid of these old guys on the beach wearing thongs? Oh, yeah. That has got to stop. I'm eating my lunch. I don't need to see that.
Where do you see that?
On the beach.
Really?
Whenever I go, and I go fully clothed on the beach, by the way. But I see these men, and it's just gross.
It is gross. I'm with you. But, you know, I'm very hard on millennials. I think, not present company excluded, I think you're sort of self-indulgent and lazy. But this is brilliant. And not you. No, millennials.
I'm supposed
and so that millennials...
generalization of 20-year-olds.
It is one that I make, and I own it. I'm sort of sorry.
Wait for the
Because now, I don't read it, but now I think of all that I might have accomplished if I didn't have a thong underwear on for the last 20 years. And I think you're brilliant. I think your generation will send the first woman to the White House. I'm totally converted.
You know, plus those panties that they call granny panties. My grandmother...
Which I find offensive.
But my grandmother had panties that came up to her chin. I mean, those are called briefs.
Those are high-waisted panties.
Briefs.
And you know who made high-waisted panties possible? Beyonce with Coke bottles in her hair. That heifer had on a beautiful outfit.
I'm sorry, who made it possible?
I mean, who made it sexy?
Haynes made it possible. Haynes.
Also, you know, once you have a baby, it's the apron starts. You know, the little apron.
Well, I think the most ridiculous thing women have ever done, aside from the girdle, is a string up your butt.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
That is not even wide enough to cover the crack.
No, because I have one on right now. They're so uncomfortable. I'm not as brave as the millennials. I'm telling you, it totally changed.
I don't wear underwear in general.
Well,
like, don't do it.
Hello. Don't do it.
It's gross. It's gross.
I don't like to be molested by my underwear. That thing is like a it's like a sexual
you don't need
attack.
a proctologist when you wear string underwear. Anyway, you know there are 28 different kinds of drugs like Viagra available for men now, and groups are pressing the FDA to approve just one, for women.
It's not going to work for women, though, I don't think. Because with men, it's about getting a rise out of them. With women, it's about sexual interest. And you create sexual interest mainly when you're attracted to somebody.
There is a health condition that I've heard on
only for a
A&E.
few years. What?
I've heard there's a health condition I heard on A&E or something where women do have a problem getting sexually aroused and getting...
It's called menopause, babe.
And getting lubricated enough to be able to have sex. That is some help that is needed on...
Dry as a bone.
You're dry as a bone. Sometimes you're walking down the street and you notice there's sand on the ground. You're dry.
How about this? My gynecologist told me recently.
What did he say?
He said that my vaginal walls are the wrong color. What is he, an interior decorator? I mean, they're supposed to be like a dark purple. Mine are like a violet. And it's wrong. It's wrong. It speaks to what you're saying. It's the same syndrome.
It's just dissipating.
This is what you have to look forward to, girls. Millennials.
Speaking of sand, Rosa, you just adopted a cat named One-Eyed Jack.
Yes.
And he seems to be fitting right in. Tell us why.
Oh, because if you haven't heard, I am a boxing fan. Yeah. And we adopted One-Eyed Jack, and we were home, we were watching ESPN, and look at Jack. He was watching the boxing match with us, and And it was the cutest thing. And I said, honey, he's from Brooklyn and he loves boxing. Score! He's the cutest thing. He's the cutest thing.
And so as soon as you are in the house with him and you're sitting in the chair and you hear, Mira, you know he's from Brooklyn, he loves boxing, and he's Puerto Rican. We'll be right back with a cast of Devious Maids.
Shows like Desperate Housewives and Downton Abbey. Start binge-watching Devious Maids right now. A brand new season of sex, scandal, and sarcasm returns tonight, and they're welcoming a new student into the fold. Take a look.
So you're a maid also? Actually, I just got fired. What happened? I asked to change my hours to go to college part-time, and next thing I know, I don't have a job.
Can you believe that? They fired her because she wants to go to college.
Yeah, and now I can't afford classes because I'm super broke. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I know that the Stappards just moved back into town. I bet you they're looking for someone.
Tell them about Blanca. She's the best.
She even cleans under the toilet seat. I mean, who does that?
Everyone but you.
Please welcome Susan Lucci, Anna Ortiz, and Rosalind Sanchez. Hello, ladies. Hello. Amazing. Okay, so Devious Maids is a funny, sexy, provocative primetime soap about Latina maids working in Beverly Hills and with rich and famous people, obviously. And Rosalind, you play a maid on the show who wants to be a pop star, but at the end of last season, there was a drive-by shooting at a wedding. So where will this season pick up?
So we're going to find out who dies.
All the maids are gone.
We're dead. We're all dead. Spoiler alert.
You know, it's a great season. We have love triangles. We have characters that are not coming back, new ones that are introduced. This season is the season of the hot men. We have so many beautiful men. Yeah.
Okay.
Men. And drama, craziness, laughter. We can't say a lot of the plot because then there'll be like mad.
Exactly, but tonight, watching tonight at 9, you'll find out who got shot. It's been the subject of so much conversation.
Well, Susan, I hear that the creator, Mark Cherry, said that your audition for Devious Maid was outstanding, that you ended up on the floor.
I did. Well, I just read my script in New York, and then I went to LA and walked in. There was Mark, and the scene was of Genevieve, the first time we were going to see my character, having self-medicated and being under the bed. And so I saw a coffee table, and I said, shall I go under the bed, on the floor there? And they said no, because there was a stationary camera set up and they couldn't get the shot. So I just crouched down a little bit.
That's dedication.
I know.
That's dedication anyway. It's the only good. Like, I have to get a part.
I know.
I remember meeting you before the show launched, in the early morning hours, and we talked. You were playing a maid then, but now your character has a maid.
That's right.
So your character obviously has evolved. Yeah. I think the most. And but your grandmother cleaned houses for a living, and you're now on this show where you've traveled this remarkable journey, and there's lots of sex. What would your grandmother think of the show?
My grandmother would be so proud. She'd be bursting at the seams right now. I think just because the way, not only because her granddaughter's on TV, which used to leave her door open in our apartment complex and just be like, people would walk by, she'd be like, oh, mira, it's my granddaughter on TV. It's my granddaughter. I don't know, it's crazy. She'd be so proud. And I think she would really appreciate sort of the fun and the humor. And also there are moments of touchingness she would love it. So happy.
There's a hottie, Jill Marini, am I right? Yes. Who joined the cast last season.
Plays my love interest.
What? Can you please explain the Instagram post that's going on? Am I tripping? Tell us about the picture you posted with Jill, Susan. Sorry.
Oh, that's
Susan.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't.
Oh, we were backstage. Actually, where our trailers are is backstage, and there was Jill, and we both had done Dancing with the Stars, and it just seemed natural. Jill said, "Come on." I said, "Okay."
And Anna, what's the story behind this picture that they're about to show?
That is because our makeup, one of our makeup person, Angela's her 50th birthday, so we had a Studio 54 theme, and so he put on the wig, and I mean, who can resist a Frenchman in an afro wig?
Well, we have one more clip I want to show. Back in 2005, I did a show called That's So Raven, and Miss Susan Lucci was on there with me. And I want to show you guys this, and maybe we can bring back some history really fast.
Red. Although I never thought that I could pull it off.
Oh, of course
course you can. You just gotta own it.
Okay, Raven. I'll tell you what. I'll take your advice if you take mine.
You'll add a little color to your wardrobe?
If you keep your dream to win Best Dressed. Deal?
Summer gift list between shopping for Father's Day, all the graduations this time of year, and summer weddings, but we've got you covered. We partner with vendors to offer you up to 76% off of great gifts while supplies last. Here to take us shopping is lifestyle contributor and part of our ABC family, Rachel Smith. Hello, honey.
Hey, great to see you. Feels like it's Christmas at this time of year versus summer, you know?
Except nothing's on sale. You know, at Christmas they're like another 90% off, but not this time
totally.
of year. So
Except
this is,
we've got your sales.
Yeah.
We've got your deals today.
Good.
So first up, we have something super adorable. Monogram necklaces by Swell Caroline. I'm a little bit obsessed with these. I mean, what lady doesn't like jewelry, but especially something that's personal and sentimental.
Can we put a J and an R for Republican on joy?
Maybe after I die, you can do it.
Scream her name.
I'm going to buy you one.
This adorable offer, it comes in 3 different lovely styles. So the first one is your kind of typical sterling silver charm, but it's accented with a genuine freshwater pearl. Then here, this is so in right now, these bars. This one comes in silver or gold. And so basically, so this one's really in right now. All my girlfriends have a lot of these. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, that's nice.
Cute, right? And I like how they did this. They put the geographical coordinates for a wedding location.
It's like an ankle bracelet, too, right?
Oh, right? So smart. Then this one is a double charm. So those are the 3 options available. I think it's a perfect gift for, you know, a graduate, bride-to-be, wife.
Yeah, all my mommy friends have the initials of all their kids on there. So.
Super cute
idea. They're going to forget. I like it. Okay, what's the original price?
The retail price is up to $98. Yeah. Kind of steep.
And what do we give them?
But our deal is as low as $24.
You know, I was going to steal this, but they're the wrong initials, so I'll put it back.
JR?
Okay, yeah, not my, I need an L for Liam. Okay, what do we have here? These are very sparkly.
So sparkly, just a little bit of bling, but I think it's actually like the perfect balance of elegance, class, and fashion. These are Venice earrings from Alzi by Alzarina. They're very easy to dress up and down. And I kind of see these as like the perfect bridesmaid's gift.
Yeah,
they are pretty, because then all the gals can wear it on the wedding day, you know.
Yeah.
So they're made of Swarovski crystal, 24 karat gold plating. They've got some really beautiful detail.
Don't break them.
I was going to try to stick and get it in this hole.
Yeah, they're really lovely.
And what's the original price?
Oh, and they're handmade in the US of A.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really.
There you go.
Made. So, retail price is $99.
They look expensive.
But our deal, check it out, $24.
Wow.
Amazing. So it's a great gift idea, you know? You're not breaking the bank for that. But it's really lovely.
Yeah, those are
Exactly.
Pierce ears.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Now,
I'm mourning the loss of clip-ons, frankly.
I like clip-ons. I like it.
I
Those
always
clip-ons?
lose them.
Yeah, clip-ons. I wear clip-ons.
Yeah, I don't like anything sticking to.
I hear you.
Okay, I love bedding. What have we got here?
Oh my gosh, girl. Look, if we're going to spend a third of our life sleeping, we might as well be sleeping in something fabulous. So, right here we've got luxury bamboo sheets by Hotel Comfort. Right? These are
very
silky soft. And this is the perfect gift for a newlywed couple or graduate. Or for Nicole or Joy. Exactly.
I've been searching for a sheets like this.
Yeah. Well, hey, now you got them.
They're very soft, right?
They are, guys. They are 100% bamboo.
Slide off the bed in this, I'm telling you.
You could.
I try this at home, actually, right?
Okay, what's the original price?
So the original price, they retail for $299.
Now they feel nice.
Yeah, but our deal is $99. 67%. Yeah, for a whole set.
Fitted, a flat, and 2 pillowcases.
Yeah, teeny queen size, hypoallergenic, wrinkle-free, and eco-friendly.
I like this. Okay, and this is our for our techies,
oh my gosh,
right?
I'm kind of obsessed. This might be like my all-time favorite electronic accessory that's out there.
Can you hear how they work? They're speakers, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, might be able to. Let's see. Not bad, right? It's wireless. Wireless. Or you can plug it in with your...
Here, baby, here.
Yeah, I think this could be like an awesome gift for dad because if your dad loves tech gadgets like mine, this is going to be golden.
You just put it near the radio?
It's like Bluetooth.
It's Bluetooth.
It's like hooked up to your iPhone.
Yeah, anything that has Bluetooth capabilities, you can use it with laptops, smartphones. Joy, I'll give you a little tutorial afterwards.
I need one too. Okay, regular price?
Retails for $80.
Wow.
And our deal is as low as $29.